No, I'm not sure if that's working.
Yep.
All right, great.
Yeah, you want that.
Well, thank you so much for joining us back for another edition of Drinking with Jake. This is the third segment of our May 30th edition.
May 30th, pre-summer edition.
Pre-summer edition, yes.
So,
Go ahead, Michael.
I gotta ask you, what
Ask
are you watching?
What am I watching? I did start watching The Last Kingdom.
Yeah, and?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great action.
Yeah.
I love the historical, I don't know about accuracy of it, but like how it shows like the kingdom.
Yep.
And then it fades into what it is today.
Yep.
Like London, Lundun,
Yep.
and then it's actual London, like later on in the whatever. And so like Wessex, Essex, and so I've been watching that. I just got done watching something on Hulu called Mrs. America. It's about this lady called Phyllis Schlafly, ultra-conservative lady from Illinois, whatever. It was cool because Rose Byrne was in it, and I really like Rose Byrne. She's very pretty. And so I watched that, and so it was just kind of a cleanse the palate. So I'm watching that. And Afterlife with Ricky Gervais, and just 20-minute episodes, and that's about it. What about yourself?
Well, I finished Dead to Me, finished that season, and really enjoyed it.
You said lots of twists and turns.
Yes, absolutely. Lots of ups and downs. The ending will leave you speechless, I'm sure, as it did me. So I finished watching that, really enjoyed Dead to Me. It was kind of funny, the casting that they had in there. It stars Christina Applegate, she's the main character, and in the second season is what they just finished. The mom, Katie Seagal, I think that's how you say it.
Sure, yeah.
She plays the mom of the other main character, and Christina Applegate and Katie Seagal never meet, but they're in it, and I saw her and I went, oh, that's kind of funny, they're married with children, so but yeah, I really enjoyed that. Then after that, I kind of been just watching movies on Netflix. I just finished Uncut Gems, which is the latest Adam Sandler movie. It's not a comedy at all. It's it's about a guy who has a gambling addiction, but he owns a jewelry store in New York, and he finds this huge, or not finds it, but he buys this huge black opal, and the story kind of revolves around that. It's a different movie. I don't know if I really enjoyed it or not. I mean, I watched the whole movie. I wasn't put out from watching it. I wanted to finish it. I was curious as to where it was going. It did not go where I thought it was. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I would rush right out and watch it again, or even really recommend that people rush right out and watch it. If you got it in your queue, give her a gander. But if you don't, you're not really going to miss much, I don't think.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's not a high recommendation. Yeah. And now, just getting through my queue of movies that I kind of wanted to watch, I'm watching Angel Has Fallen.
Oh, yeah, that's with...
That's with the 300 guy.
Gerard Butler? Yeah. Sparta!
So, right. He doesn't do that, surprisingly, in this movie. It's very strange.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, he doesn't say this is Sparta at all. I was really disappointed. No, I think it's a trilogy. It's the third film of the trilogy. I think they had London Has Fallen.
Yep.
I don't remember what the White House one where the president was supposedly fallen. But now it's Angel Has Fallen. And... it is what it is. The action film that everybody thinks it is. It's not great. There are some huge plot holes, and you're looking at it from a realistic standpoint. It's not realistic hardly at all. But the action's good, and the acting is is good. I mean, it's got Morgan Freeman.
Morgan,
in it.
that's the guy. God, I couldn't remember.
You know, anything.
I knew
he
it wasn't
does
Samuel L.
is-
Jackson. Like, God, who's
No.
that guy in there? That okay, Morgan Freeman.
It's
Good.
Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he's good in damn near everything he does.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, he's just good.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I've been watching. I'm waiting for Space Force to come out.
Okay, what is Space Force?
Space Force is a Netflix original starring Steve Carell. And Steve Carell is an up-and-coming... I want to say he's like a member of the Joint Chiefs. And he's been tasked... Or if he's not part of the Joint Chiefs, he's right underneath it. So... But he's been tasked to head the Space Force. And it's a comedy. It looks silly and stupid, but...
Anything with Steve Carell.
You know...
I mean, you name it, he's in it.
It's got a huge cast.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't think of anybody else that's in it right now, but it has big names all through it. So I think that came out, if not yesterday, then today. So I'll start watching it tomorrow night.
so it's available now.
It's available now.
Oh, okay.
So I'll finish Angel Has Fallen because, you know, I want to finish. I only got like 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
Of it, and then I'll start watching Space Force.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Because Steve Carell. I mean, he's. I first saw him, like in his movies, the 4-Year-Old Virgin and
Yep.
Anchorman and these kind of supporting roles here and there, and then actually, Bruce Almighty.
That was I was gonna say that.
You know
one.
what I mean?
Evan
Very
Baxter. Evan Baxter was his name.
Evan Baxter, yeah, and then obviously The Office, but I don't know. I just get a kick out of him. I think he's a great actor. I think he's funny. I think he's just a normal dude that's quirky, and he does a really good job of what he does.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, he got his start on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Never really watched it because that doesn't really interest me, but
Sure.
I think that's where he got his start. But when he did that one scene in Bruce Almighty, where Jim Carrey's doing the voice,
The blah blah blah.
the blah, 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 and Steve Carell's doing the facial, and it just matched up perfectly. I knew this guy was going to be good, and he hasn't disappointed.
No, I think he's really good.
He's quite the actor.
Yeah.
And I don't really... I mean, he's done some dramatic stuff that I haven't seen. But, yeah, he's quite the funny guy.
Well, I remember we saw Dan in Real Life, which was a serious type of movie with, his wife passed on and whatever. That was good. I think he's a versatile actor where he can pull it off. And, your heart goes out to the guy in this movie. Your heart goes out to him, and there's a few other ones, but yeah, I agree. Another one, because we have the Hulu.
Yeah.
We have the Hulu, and not a lot of it appeals to me, but that movie Rocket Man,
Okay.
it's a biography about Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
Did that do well in the...
I don't know if it did well or not.
I don't know, because it's on the Hulu now, and it says, follow this, see how Elton John rises, and it's this person that, plays Elton John and all that. And I don't know if I want to watch that.
I am curious, because I liked the Queen.
Oh my gosh, Bohemian Rhapsody
was
fantastic.
It was phenomenal.
Fantastic.
And Rocket Man caught on the heels of that.
Right, agreed.
And from what I remember, the actor that plays Elton John had some very catty remarks about the actor that played Freddie Mercury. Something about how he couldn't sing, and he wasn't a very good actor or whatever.
Malek, I think.
Yeah,
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek.
Fantastic. Didn't he win Best Actor?
I thought he won a good award or
something like that.
I don't know. I'm no Academy Award voter, but I thought he did phenomenal.
I think it was a great movie.
So I think that kind of hurt Rocket Man a little bit, because it wasn't just me that heard it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just a guy from Wisconsin. I don't have a wide audience yet. Like, subscribe, and share. So
I don't know, because to me, I like Bohemian Rhapsody. It it followed, and Freddie Mercury was a great singer. icon,
Yep.
activist. He was just a cool dude. And then Elton John, it's like, I don't know if I really want to know, because everybody really knows about Elton John. I mean, he started out as a singer, and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and Madman Across the Pond, or whatever it was. We all know his story, so I don't really need to know, he's already well known. He's already an icon. I mean, Elton John. I mean, you hear his music, it's Elton John.
Yeah.
And he's just a talented musician.
He really is. And he's quite the showman.
And he's quite the showman. And so I don't know if I really need to watch a movie about Elton John, because I have his music, and his music is fantastic. Sure. So, I don't know. I saw that, I was like, nah.
But on the other hand, you knew all this stuff about Freddie Mercury, too. And
True.
Queen.
That is true.
I don't know. I'm interested. I want to see it. It's a deep cut, when I get around to it.
I think so, too, because with Bohemian Rhapsody, it had that Rami Malek in it, and I saw Rami Malek in South Pacific.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, Pacific, from HBO.
Okay.
He kind of played a supporting role. It was kind of on the heels of Band of Brothers.
Okay.
And, they had Band of Brothers, and then right after that they had Pacific, for World War II.
Okay.
And he was kind of a supporting guy. It's like, oh, this dude's kind of cool. Kind of watch that guy. And then he did Mr. Robot on USA or FX or whatever it was. And he did a really good job in that series. So you kind of see this guy kind of building up to this Bohemian, and he did just, yeah. And plus, I knew who this guy was when I watched Bohemian Rhapsody. And, Freddie Mercury, USA, I mean, what was the big concert?
Live Aid.
Live Aid, thank you.
Yep.
God. I mean, you saw that, and it was 20 minutes that changed music.
Yeah, it was only 20 minutes, and they stole the entire show.
Yes. So
and with all these other huge bands.
Right.
Huge.
U2 was on there.
The Police?
The Police, all these big bands. And then Queen gets on there, and they just...
They just destroy the arena.
They just let it all out.
Yeah.
And so I already knew what I was getting into. So and plus, I already knew Rami Malek from other things, so I knew what to expect. I just don't know the actor of this Rocket Man movie, and I like Elton John's music, and I'm good with that.
So, keeping along the same lines of music, not documentaries, but music movies, biopic type movies, have you seen The Dirt?
The Dirt.
The Dirt.
Is that Motley Crue?
It's the Motley Crue one.
I haven't. Is it good? Have you seen it?
It is very good. If you like Motley Crue, it's very good. If you don't like Motley Crue, it's still good. Of course, it glosses over and it glamorizes some of the crap that they've done. But they really touch on everything. They touch on when Vince Neil got into an accident and killed his best friend because he was driving drunk. And the heroin overdose of Nikki Sixx, thank you, goes into how they met and the troubled upbringing that Nikki Sixx did have, and how good of an upbringing Tommy Lee had, and the health problems of Mick Mars, and all that. I mean, it just goes into everything, and it's actually a really, really good movie. I enjoyed it immensely. You see the depravity that they got into, and with the people that they got into. There's a scene with Ozzy that turned my stomach. Obviously not the real Ozzy, but the actor Ozzy. But even afterwards, Ozzy said, yeah, that really happened, if I remember correctly. And, of course, it's Ozzy, and he can't remember anything. But, I can't remember, Sharon! So, sidebar. So I used to listen to podcasts when I was at my old job. And I used to listen to these guys that would interview all these rock stars. And so these guys they interviewed Ozzy, and they were really, I can't believe we get to interview Ozzy. Oh, it's awesome. And he goes, Ozzy, how is it, this is your first sober album, where you're completely sober. What's that like? And Ozzy, it's amazing, And there was a really pregnant pause, and the guy, after every question, oh, absolutely, yeah. So, what's it like? You got to work with Randy Rhoads, and and Zach Wilde, the two awesome guitarists. What was that like? Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could tell the guy couldn't understand a word else he was saying. But, that movie, yeah, watch The Dirt. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original again. It's maybe not as historically accurate as far as what really happened, but it is really good. So give her a watch.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
That's about it. What do we got? Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good stopping point.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching Drinking with Jake tonight. We really appreciate your time. We really appreciate you taking the time and watching our episodes. And please, as Mike said, like,
subscribe, and share with your friends.
Thank you so much. And as you'll notice, we polished off the bottle of Tullamore Dew. And there's a little bit of Rose's Grenadine left, but anyway.
You can have that if you like.
Oh, no. No. I appreciate it, but no. Okay.
All right.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for Mike, my best friend, and everything to me, to joining me tonight. And thank you so much for, Jesus, what was that?
I just got buzzed.
Yeah, what was that, a bee or...
Did you wave it on? Did you fix that jet?
No, I didn't. That wasn't my job.
Holy
I wasn't the yellow
crap.
shirt. Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? So anyway, thank you. Jesus Christ, the bee or the moth wanted to say goodbye too. But hey. So anyway, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Share with your friends. Someone asked me the other day, "What does that mean to share?" I'm like, "How do you not know what sharing is? Sharing is caring." No, share with your friends. Tell your people, your friends that you know. Put it on the Facebook, put it on Instagram, wherever you want to put it. Put it out there so other people can watch and enjoy, and we can get big at this and quit our jobs.
Yeah, that would be ideal. So anyway, I drink to you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.
We love you all. Have a good night. Thank you and take care.
Good night.
See you next time.
Bye. Okay, stop watching. No, seriously, go home.
Yeah, you can hit stop now.
Stop. Come on.
Next video, please.
Yes.
Yep. Watch the mating rituals of the African sweater on YouTube.